Hi, we are Group 92. Our topic is security in mobile application. First, let's introduce the four major types of the mobile applications. The first one is browser access apps, which are not installed in the devices, but can be accessed through native browsers by entering the URL of the web. Because the app's data is not stored in the devices, then the device memory size is not imperative. The examples are Google and Yahoo. The second one is native apps, which are installed in the devices, and therefore they don't need any data transferred to the server, and they simply work in the device without network. The app's data is stored in the device itself. For this category, the examples are notes and calculators in iPhone. The third one is hybrid web apps, which are installed in the device and require internet connections to run and function. For example, the mobile application of Facebook and Twitter. The fourth one is hybrid mixed apps, which are installed in devices as well, but may not require internet connection to run and function. The examples are some game applications that provide both the online mode and the standalone mode, like King of Glory and Hearthstone. Mobile application can be vulnerable. Nowadays, more and more data are stored in smartphones, including some sensitive transaction data. This decentralized data storage can be lucrative targets for the hackers. Secondly, the rapid development of the open source kernel, like Android, can give the malware writers the opportunity to have a deeper understanding of the mobile platform. Meanwhile, users also get used to download and install apps in which ways can be risky. Thirdly, as the compatibility of PC and mobile platform is improved, the malware writers are less constrained to implement malicious actions on mobile devices. They can even simply migrate PC malware to mobile platform. Finally, mobile applications users' safety awareness is relatively weak, and less attention is paid to the security risk on mobile applications.
So we've learned that mobile applications are useful for many different purposes, including transactions, communications, data storage, entertainment, etc. Despite being convenient to users, they may also be exploited by malicious attackers to harm users' benefits. Following list some of the security issues faced by mobile applications as well as mobile devices. First threat will be physical security. It's very straightforward. If your device is stolen, it is under risk that someone might use it without your permission. It's a dreadful situation, but there's still things you can do about it, such as set up a password for your device. While some applications are local, many applications require access to internet to function. Therefore, online applications are susceptible to eavesdropping or man-in-the-middle type of attack, and they should be designed for the situation. The application itself might also be insecure. They could be malicious itself or just poorly designed, so attackers might exploit it to steal your confidential. Meanwhile, there could be some applications which might not be hostile, but they just have too much privilege to access your data, and that might be a risk too. So how do we deal with these issues? Mobile applications often store sensitive information locally, and you want to prevent people from accessing this information. For example, iPhone has these keychain utilities that you will store your password or login details for future use. However, you will have to verify yourself before using it. And app developers also require to sign their apps. Depending on whether or not the application is signed or what type of certificate it's being used, the application will be given different privileges in the operating system. Regarding communication on insecure network, you can encrypt your data when transferring data through protocols like HTTPS or SSL with encryption method like RSA or AES. For the application itself, sandboxing is a technique that are being used to isolate certain applications from monitoring the activities or executions of another app. As shown in the figure here, potential bugs and vulnerabilities are encapsulated inside the box, so any potential risk will not propagate. Each app will have a unique home directory for its file, and they are restricted from accessing files stored by other apps or from making changes to the devices itself. The basic rule of sandboxing are the following. So each application will have its own storage space, and applications cannot climb over the boundary to access contents of other storage spaces. And all data required by the application will go through a permission check. So unless the permission check is verified, you will not be allowed to access data outside of its boundary.
This is an example of mobile application security, Janus Android vulnerability. This vulnerability allows malicious attackers to bypass Android's signature mechanism and implant malicious code into installed Android applications, thus arbitrarily modify the app. This vulnerability affects versions of Android from 5.1.1 to 8.0. Approximately 74% of all Android devices have these versions installed. The installation package of Android system is an APK file. When the APK file is installed, the signature in it will be verified to confirm the security of the installation package. Then DEX to OAT program will convert the classes.dex file in the APK file into an OAT file for execution. Janus vulnerability combines the two file types by placing the DEX file at the start of the APK file. The combined DEX and APK file can pass the signature verification of the Android system, and also be recognized as a DEX file and executed directly during the execution. This vulnerability uses legal signatures to confirm malicious code. Attackers can use this part of malicious code to do many things, such as dynamically loading code, updating applications, and accessing the protected data of the original application. The last part is the reference of our group. Thank you for watching.